Hello, welcome to the spectacular town of Plettenberg Bay on the garden route of the Western Cape in South Africa. Just enjoy the scenery for a moment as we take you on a quick trip around this holiday town. We are Darrol and Kathy, and we have just embarked on a huge adventure. Join us as we begin our sailing journey on sailing vessel Disa. Today's episode is about transit logs for non-EU vessels in Greek waters. So, what is a transit log and do you need one? If you are sailing in Greece and your boat does not have an EU flag, then you need to know about transit logs. It's particularly pertinent to British flagged boats like ours. Since Britain left the EU, things have become a little more tricky for British sailors. We no longer have complete freedom of movement in the Mediterranean. To understand the rules, we need to separate the person from the boat. So let's think about the person first. Non-EU sailors in Greece are known as third country citizens. First country would be Greeks, second country other EU nationals, and third country everyone else. Third country citizens may need a Schengen visa. British people don't need one. UK citizens can now spend 90 days out of every 180 days in the EU. After 3 months, you need to leave for 3 months before you can return for the next 3. Lots of sailors move to Turkey or Croatia or another non-EU country for a while. But this has significant implications for your boat. So let's consider the rules relating to the boats. If your boat entered the EU after Brexit, then you will need a transit log from the Greek Customs Department. This will give your boat 18 months in the country. and you as a user will be allowed to use the boat for 6 months of the year. When your boat is out of use, you hand in your transit log and the clock stops on your boat's 18 months. Don't confuse your 6 months boat user status with your 3 months that you can stay in the country. Some people can stay in the country longer. We have a 12-month visa. You can stay in the country, but you can only be the official user of your boat for 6 months of the year. You still with me? These boat rules relate to boats that entered the EU after Brexit. Now there are thousands of British boats that were in Greece before Brexit Day on the 30th of December 2020. Our boat falls into this category. We didn't own the boat at the time, and we only registered it with a British flag after Brexit. But that doesn't matter. The boat itself was in Greek waters, and this is the important fact. You need to be able to prove this. We have a letter from a boat yard saying that our boat was there on that day. This means that we do not need a transit log at all. Our boat can stay in the EU forever if that's what we want. But the moment we leave the EU and then return to Greece, post-Brexit rules will apply and the boat will need a transit log. This is where there is a conflict between the boat and the person. As a third country national, you may want to nip out to Turkey or Croatia to sit out your 3 months and then return, but in so doing, your boat will lose its no transit log status. So, if you are living on your yacht year-round, you may want to consider a different kind of visa that enables you to stay in Greece and in the EU longer so that you don't have to leave and then come back and get a transit log. One possibility is a national visa for financially independent people. Another option is a nautical visa. Our Greek agent Sofia will explain more about this in a moment. Unfortunately, there has been a huge amount of confusion around visas and transit logs in Greece just after Brexit. A lot of people were given wrong information last year, including ourselves. This has led to many people being erroneously given transit logs. This happened to us, but we managed to get rid of ours with Sofia's help. Watch the interview to find out how. Today I'm sitting here with Sofia Gravani from Preveza, All About Yacht. And Sofia has really helped Darrol and I with our transit log. Sofia, it is very confusing. We are British people, we have a British flagged yacht, and we were given a transit log, even though our yacht under a different flag was in the EU at the time of Brexit.
Which was a big mistake.
It was a big mistake.
Yes.
Tell us what it should be for a British flagged boat that was in EU waters.
I'm telling about what is happening until now, because the law is valid till today, because you never know if this changed next day or not. But at the moment, the boats that they have a proof that it was in EU or in Greece before the Brexit, before 1st of January 2021, they are not obliged to have any custom clearance. They don't have to go to the custom, because we have them like EU boats. Because they never leave the Greek water.
Yeah, this is new information for us, because we had a transit log. We were told you have 6 months as a user. Even though we had a 12-month visa, after 6 months we could no longer use the boat.
Exactly.
And it was a mistake, because our boat, under a German owner and a German flag, was in the EU before we bought it. at the day of Brexit.
Okay.
And we actually have confirmation from the boat yard that it was there. So we should have no transit log whatsoever.
No transit log.
We don't have to sail just for 18 months. We can sail as long as we
but
like.
what happened with the transit log is that the boats, they can stay in Greece for 18 months, and the user, they can use during the year 6 months.
Right.
And every time that the user is leaving the Greece and the boat is staying in Greece, they have to deposit the transit log to the custom office.
Right.
And then the time is frozen. For example, if you are coming in Greece like 3 times a year, and you are using the boat total 6 months, you have to prove them that, for example, I'm coming May and June or July, I'm going back in August. Before you go back, you have to deposit. So the time is frozen. So you use the boat 3 months.
Yes.
When you are coming back in September and you release the transit log, then the time is counted again. It's counted and from the user and from the boat, because the 18 months doesn't mean that it starts today and finishes in 18 months. You get an extension and an extension.
Yes.
So, for example, if the people, they are using the boat 3 months a year per year, the boat can stay here 5 years. 3 times 5, 180 days.
Yes, excellent.
So, yes.
But we are liveaboard cruisers, so we wanted to stay here all year round. Now, we know now that the boat can be here all year round, and you've helped us solve our problem because we are going to leave Greece, checked out with this erroneous transit logs.
Exactly.
We are going to go to Italy, which is still in the EU, so we are safe, and come back in. We have no transit logs.
Exactly.
But
Because you are still in the EU.
if we went to Croatia or Turkey and came back in, now we must have an 18-month transit log. So we're going to stay in the EU, come back in again, and then we are free to sail without a transit log. So that's the boat. Now for us as individuals, we have got a D visa for 1 year. Now you were explaining to me we can actually get a residence permit for a further 2 years. For 1,150 euros for the 2 of us.
It's 1,000 each. But if you are married and you have a marriage certificate, then the second person, the wife in this situation, pay 150.
Wonderful. Okay. So we are going to do that, and then we can stay, as long as we live here for 6 months, we can actually stay another couple of years, which is fantastic news. Is there any other way that a third country national can stay longer than 90 days every 180 days?
Again, they have to get a visa, but it's called a nautical visa.
Nautical visa?
Some countries like South Africa, New Zealand, a lot of countries actually, Russia, Turkey, they can give a nautical visa to the Greek consulate. You apply, an agent like me, I make an invitation letter to them, to the consulate, and I invite you and your husband like a nautical person. Then when you are coming, you get a nautical visa. When you are coming in the airport, somebody pick up you there, an agent in the airport. Then we are going to the immigration office and we stamp your passport out. And then you have the seaman book. You are like under the UK flag, so under a third country flag, or under a New Zealand flag, or under a US flag. So you are on the boat. But this doesn't allow you to have a house, for example, because this is only for the people that they are staying on the boat.
And how long can you stay on this nautical visa?
You can stay never expired, actually.
What?
Yes.
This is a brand new one to me. I've never heard of it.
It's the nautical visa. I don't want to tell for never, because it depends from each country. Maybe they have different issues, but usually when you sign in on the boat, then you are a nautical. You are not a tourist. You are like a nautical. But I did this last year, first time for South Africa people, because they couldn't. Because of the COVID regulation, they couldn't come to Greece. So the people that they owned the boat and they had 2 years to come, they came with a nautical visa.
Wow. We didn't know about that.
Yes.
So you must apply
It was
for
a
this.
surprise.
Yeah, you must apply for this in your home country
Yes.
before you come
Yes,
here.
I don't know what happened in UK because I never had people from UK.
Okay.
If they want, maybe they will ask for a master, for a skipper license,
Yes,
specialist skipper license.
Yes.
In other countries, until now, they don't ask for,
Right.
just for a typical skipper license.
So you go to the Greek consulate in your country and you
Yes.
ask for the nautical
For the nautical visa, yes, it's called nautical visa. And you need, in that case, is the only case that you need for sure an agent in Greece because we cannot do that without an agent.
An agent who must invite
But
you.
all the others, you can do it by yourself, all the other procedures. Usually the people that are coming to me or to agents like me, because of their helpful, because for there is easier to pay 50 euro or 100 euro or 150, depends, and just stay on the boat or preparing the boat or have a dinner and lunch, and I can do all the procedure for them because for them takes longer, like 2 or 3 days, come and back, and so usually they are using us just because it's easier for them.
Well, you have made my life so much easier. I have spent many hours in the customs, in the port police, and even in the actual police department. On the one time, I was reduced to tears because of all the things that we were told we had done wrong.
Yes.
And you have just solved everything for 80 euros. It's such good value. We are so grateful. And now we can stay in Greece for as long as sailing, for as long as our visa allows.
Yes.
And so I'm very happy. Thank you very
You're
much,
welcome.
Sofia.
You're welcome. It was nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot.
We hope today's episode has been informative. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It's a free way to support us. Till next time, goodbye.